What's up, Maniacs? My name is Mex. I'm a wrestling fan, wrestling enthusiast, WrestleManiac if you will. And today I'm asking the question, is the John Cena versus Roman Reigns story working? We saw the epic face-to-face this week on SmackDown, and at times there was a bit of an odd silence. John Cena obviously kind of led the entire segment. John Cena so comfortable on the mic, which we saw, and we saw a bit of jaw-jacking between both guys, going back and forth, some D jokes, some missionary jokes, some digs at Nikki Bella. Like, it was just all kinds of the regular WWE kind of stuff you come to expect. And I was just watching this thinking, is this the build for the main event of the SummerSlam match that you guys have been selling us for the past few months? Like, this is what you've been telling us John Cena was going to return and take on Roman Reigns in the main event. And is this what we're getting to build towards it? I'm not so impressed with what I'm seeing, and we're going to talk about it in just a second, so stay tuned. Right here at WrestleManiac UK, I discuss everything that's WWE and AEW, so if this sounds like the place for you, make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell so you get notified each and every time I drop a new video. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get into it. Is the John Cena versus Roman Reigns story working? So firstly, I know there's a whole band of people that will be like, John Cena versus Roman Reigns sells itself. And yes, it does. However, when you create so much anticipation around it, around the match, we still need a half decent story to get us to that match. And it seems to me like they're solely relying on the fact this is John Cena versus Roman Reigns. We're not even seeing any of the bloodline shenanigans and them kind of, you know, having their own wars, their own infighting, and Roman trying to keep people in check over there. That hasn't been the thing over here. We've seen Finn Balor get intertwined in this story, kind of been dismissed, and it is obvious to me that Finn Balor will probably be the challenger for the Universal Championship after SummerSlam. However, I just don't feel there has been real tension between John Cena and Roman Reigns. Even after John Cena stole the contract and signed the contract which wasn't his, Roman Reigns, we saw all the jaw clinching and all the anger that was building up inside him, but that hasn't come to fruition in terms of a promo or anything. We are just accepting it, it looks like. Roman Reigns hasn't been nearly as aggressive as he has been towards all of these other competitors he's had over the last year that he's been to John Cena. He's been very passive with the whole John Cena thing, and it's almost like he has crawled into his shell with this tribal chief character somewhat. He has had some good lines in the last few weeks and stuff, not in front of John Cena, but I feel every time he gets in front of John Cena, like in the contract situation or like with the face-to-face that we saw on SmackDown this past week, he almost crawls back into his shell, and he knows that John Cena can potentially own him like that at any second in this feud, and that almost makes him scared. He doesn't want to mess up. That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting. The arrogant tribal chief, head of the table, he's almost disappeared. He has almost disappeared within this feud, and it has not been good to see, because this should have been Roman Reigns showing that I'm not that guy from that feud we had at No Mercy, you know, all those years ago. I'm different. I'm built different now. And Roman should be coming into his own and telling John Cena, you as a part-timer can never get into this ring and do this full-time now. You can't do it. You don't have the minerals about you anymore. Furthermore, you're a failed Hollywood actor. I'm going to beat you here, I'm going to smash you here, and you're going to go back to Hollywood looking for jobs and stuff like that. And Roman he's just passive. There was almost a level of respect that he was giving John Cena on the show, saying that, yeah, you're one of the greatest of all time and all of this, but I'm gonna smash you. And it's like, come on, like, where is the aggression? Where is the anger that this person has come back and he's walked into the main event? He signed the contract that you didn't want him to sign. Where is that guy? Roman Reigns has disappeared as we know it. The tribal chief, he's on holiday right now, and this may as well be 2017 Roman Reigns in front of us. The face-to-face itself was very kind of bland, very kind of timid. Both men stood at opposite ends of the ring. It wasn't face-to-face or nose-to-nose or headbutting or any of that subtle kind of aggression that we could have got to really say, okay, these two do not like each other. It was very cordial. You know, very, very cordial. Like I said, John Cena came out making a report card joke saying that Roman Reigns gets a D and he is a D and all of this kind of stuff. And they came out and Roman Reigns was very much, like I say, just listening to John Cena, and John Cena was pandering to the crowd. And one thing I really don't like as well in this story is how John Cena is saying that, yeah, Roman Reigns, you may beat me up, but all I need to do is survive. You know, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I become champion. It's like, John Cena, you are like one of the best superstars in this company, and you're just making out now that you just have to survive. You're not even kind of throwing any war of words towards Roman Reigns that you can beat him up, that you can give him the FU. It's very much that, oh yeah, that I'm just going to survive and win this match. That's what I do best. Paul Heyman knows it and all that. And yes, we have seen the whole lol Cena wins kind of stuff where, you know, Cena just gets beaten up for ages and still comes out as champion. But this isn't how you build to a blockbuster main event. So passive, so unaggressive. Like, there is just no aggression. Like, even in terms of looking aggressive, looking annoyed, kind of clenching your fist and wanting to do something, and maybe Paul Heyman holding someone back, or nothing. There is absolutely nothing, and like no reason right now to look forward to this match, apart from the fact of the name value of the guys involved. So yeah guys, I'm just having a little rant. I'm not quite sure this story is working, in my opinion. Like, it's gonna be a good match, we know that. It's gonna be a match for the ages, but I just need something a bit more. And we're 1 week out from SummerSlam. One more SmackDown and then SummerSlam is the next day. They really need to do something to ignite this feud on the go home show before we get to SummerSlam, because right now there's just been a lack of aggression. No one's lost their composure. No one's kind of second guessing themselves or anything like that. There is just no real story being told. Nothing. They're not even pulling upon things that happened in the past. Look at Seth versus Edge. They're talking about things that happened in 2014. But right now, we're not really seeing that over here for Cena versus Roman Reigns. They're just giving us Cena versus Roman Reigns, and there's no real story being told here. So put down below in the comments how you think we could really ignite this feud, really make this interesting, because right now, I'm not too sure the story is working. The match will work. The match will be very good and very interesting and very fun. Great main event on paper, but the story leading up to it, I'm not so sure. I'm not buying it. But let me know what you think down below in the comments. And guys, if you enjoyed today's video, please push the like button, smash the like button. In fact, give us a big thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you get notified each and every time I drop a new video. WrestleManiac UK signing out, and I'll see you soon.